Hello everyone, I'm Taylor Storley back again. I apologize. The previous stream died from connection. The Wi-Fi here at Batavia has always been good, but just for that little period, it died. However, it looks like that everything's back up and running smoothly. That inning ended after a Muzio single and foul out from Kyle Shimoleski. Zach Nelson makes his debut for the Pios on the mound. Number 54 will be coming in for a long relief potential role to try to get through the final few innings of this game. Pios currently trail 7-3 as we get underway with the bottom of the 6th inning. The three due up here for Batavia are going to be Reinhardt, Dotson, and Fleming. So again, I do apologize, but the old stream did go down. We'll have a new one up shortly. Again, welcome back to the chat, and this one sent high and will be fieldable by Olsovsky or Shimoleski. Shimoleski calls and gets it on the slide. One away. Good start here from Nelson. So again, good to finally get back on the air here. And I like that the stream did die out at the right time, so we didn't miss too much action. I apologize once again, but this stream will be up here. And now with one away, that's going to bring up Dotson Jr. Swing and a miss, strike one. Now here's the 0-1, taken outside, ball one. That one taken low, strike one. Two, sorry. Nelson fighting back. He's doing already a much better job out here and keeping things relatively quiet. Just a little high. This one taken for ball two. Dotson now with a level count. Now 3-2. By the way, we've got word around the league for the other two games. Still tied entering the top of the ninth between Mohawk Valley and Socrates. And the Amsterdam Mohawks defeat the Oneonta Outlaws 9-2, ending the Outlaws season. We've faced the Outlaws a few times this year, shared a couple wins and losses, had a game canceled. But best of luck for the Outlaws as they enter the offseason here. And Amsterdam will move on to the East Division Championship against either Mohawk Valley or Socrates. The 3-2 swung on and missed. Nelson gets his first strikeout with the Pios.
Fans pitching this inning for Elmira is number 54, Zach Nelson. Nelson pitching for the Pioneers. Next up for Batavia, the catcher number 36, Mitch Fleming.
Fleming up now with two away. Nelson looking for a 1-2-3 inning. And I know for sure Drum would love if Nelson could go 3 innings and help secure the game. The Pios offense can't get back into it. He'd like to save the rest of his bullpen for what will certainly be a tough game tomorrow back here in Batavia. I think it's Grazio, and he's going to line and base hit. No. Yes. Grazio gets on as a pinch hitter with a single, and Leadham, who led off last inning, leads here. Didn't actually have time to introduce Grazio's stats because he got on base relatively quickly. That one sent deep center field. Shimoleski under it. That'll end the inning.
For Batavia in the bottom of the sixth inning, no runs on one hit.
One hit, one runner stranded. Nelson, a good job from the bullpen this time. More Pios baseball as we enter the top of the seventh right after this.
Owned and operated since 1905. At the Hilliard Corporation, we've proven ourselves time and time again as the leading industrial manufacturer in the Elmira and Southern Tier region. We make the products you need with the quality you and your business deserve. Industrial clutches and brakes, drivetrain products, filtration equipment, engine starters, braking systems. We engineer, manufacture, and distribute them. All of the products we manufacture are designed right here, so we truly know the products we provide for you, inside and out. On top of being an industrial manufacturer, at the Hilliard Corporation, we also serve as a weld shop and machine shop. We specialize in creating custom parts and pieces to fit particular and uncommon applications. The secondary location is the home of the drivetrain division, where products for Polaris and other vehicle manufacturers are made. This is a high-volume, celled manufacturing plant that produces thousands of parts daily. Over time, Hilliard's product line has diversified, but our company has stayed true to our Elmira roots. Today, Hilliard maintains its original location while continually expanding its motion control and filtration product lines in the Elmira area. Hilliard designs and manufactures for companies around the globe, occupying more than 500,000 square feet and employing about 500 people. Taking pride in serving the Elmira community for over a century, the Hilliard Corporation.
Chris Isaac takes the mound for Batavia in this 7-3 game. There's also a few other changes. Young comes on defense. Torres enters the game as well, and so does Caleb Rodriguez. Rodriguez at short, Torres at second. Young in center field as Benitez moves to left. Graziplane moves to the catcher position after having that pinch hit at bat. So quite a few changes in the infield. And again, I'm Taylor Storthy. Welcome back to Batavia's baseball lead here. Still close and still plenty of time for the Pios to fight back. And Chris Isaac, however, enters the game. Slightly less leverage reliever here as this one fouled away and caught in foul territory, one away. As Orso fouls out to start the inning. That'll bring up Justin Hanley.
First baseman, number 29, Justin Hanley.
Isaac this season, a .551 ERA in 16 innings. And by the way, we're in the top of the 10th in Saugerties and Mohawk Valley's game. That'll be a thrilling finish. First pitch here to Hanley. After that strike, gets through past Rodriguez for a single. All the changes they just had to get everything set. I'm now a little more caught up with everything. Runner on first here, but that Hanley single gets a first hit of the game. He had a sac fly earlier. Evans up now, struck out and grounded out, first two at bats.
Catcher number 40, Bryce Evans.
Fruit Salad being played as his lead-up song by Batavia. They've been doing some fun things like Baby Shark for a change. Although I do have to be careful as this one's hit for a single. That interrupted my joke I was going to say. Runners at second and third as they will be held up. No, they're actually going to bring Hanley home. The throw at the plate, not in time, and that throw gets away. Evans with an RBI double. Error from left makes it him at third. So now only down by 3, the Pios will definitely like that start of the inning and have a runner 90 feet from home. They've definitely let things late in a few of their previous games. And Bryce Evans comes up huge that time. Here's Cooper Smith. Sofsky on deck, first pitch taken, ball 1. Cooper Smith today has gone on with his walk, error, and ground out. He's 0 for, well, didn't get on with the ground out. He's had a walk, error, and ground out. 0 for 2 so far. This one fouled away, 1-1. Hopefully, Lee Smith can try to bring Evans home here, keep that Pios offense going. They brought in a new reliever, and I wonder if that could help the Pios try to change and turn the tide here. Someone who's a little less of a high leverage guy, which can definitely be useful for the Pios. Batavia satisfied with the current lead, but they might have to go for another bullpen arm if things get close again. This one taken, 3-1 up high. For the Pios, however, they've got Nelson in, and surely he'll be back on the mound after a great outing previously. In the top half, or bottom half of the previous inning. 7-4 lead for the Muckdogs. This time it's going to now go 3-2 for Cooper Smith. A little bit low, but on that corner. And again, just double confirming, of course, Amsterdam wins 9-2 against Oneonta to move on to the East Division Championship. Mohawk Valley and Socrates entering the extra innings. That one grounded through the middle. It'll score a run. Smith also gets to first safely on what will be an infield single. Huge hit there for the Pios. And now it's a 7-5 game. Tying run technically at the plate in Joe Olsofsky. So the Pios showing a little sign of life here and things staying close. Olsofsky sends this one over to right. It'll be caught out number 2 here. Smith won't get doubled off. 2 away here. And that's going to bring up Bobby Marsh. 0 for 3 today, although he did reach on a fielder's choice earlier.
DH number 25, Bobby Marsh.
Marsh, he has been a high average, high power guy for the Pios this season. Now this one's just going to be sent to left field and caught to end the inning. Pios are able to score 2 runs on 3 hits. They strand 1 with no error, 1 error. It's now a 7-5 lead. The Pios get a little closer, still have a little work to do. Bottom of the 7th after this.
Hi, I'm Bill Mullaney, president of SUNY Corning Community College. I'm here today to let you know the classes and the quality of education that you've expected of us are ready to be delivered. Whether you're interested in transferring to a 4-year university or joining the workforce directly, Corning Community College has the program for you. We're here to provide the best possible education that we can, no matter what your aspirations. We hope that as you begin to weigh your options for the fall semester, you'll think first of Corning Community College. We're here for you, closer to home.
Nelson returns to the mound for the bottom of the 7th inning.
Leading off for
He's done a
Batavia
great
here,
job
in the bottom
tonight.
of the 7th, first baseman
Through
number
that first
5,
inning, he
Kyle
pitched.
Corso.
Allowed just that one hit. Here comes Kyle Corso. Canoe originally on deck, but someone else warming up. Number 4 taking practice swings. They might be making another change here. And keep in mind, again, Batavia, not a game they necessarily need to win. They might just be resting people and getting in some subs for this with that lead. Because again, if they lose it, they only have to face Auburn. Auburn only a slightly better team this season than the Pios by half a game with this scoreline. They'd be weaker than the Pios by half a game if the Pios win. This one's going to be sent foul, but very much a foul ball. So it was hard and foul. 2-1. Pios have only beat Batavia once this season. We already mentioned the last time the Pios faced them. It was a 9-1 defeat for the Pios. It was their last loss as the Pios were able to then recover and get on a winning streak. That one's ball 4 just inside. Corso gets on. Pinch hitter number 4 coming in. We'll let you know who he is in just a second.
Fans, your attention, please. Pitch hitting for Batavia. Number 4, Trey Bacon.
It's Trey Bacon.
Bacon now batting for your Muckdogs.
This pitch taken. Ball 1. Again, just these changes. I have to update my score sheet quickly. And yep, that's ball 1 now to Bacon. Here's the second pitch. This time finds his own for strike 1. Close, but just on the inside. Bacon this season hitting .250 on the year with a .575 OPS. Runner goes. Throw. Safe. And I think it might also be a 2-1 count. Have to wait and see what the umpire shows because the scoreboard hasn't updated. It is a 2-1 count. So runner in scoring position. No one out. Bacon at the plate. And they're going to take a quick little break here. Evans and Nelson just going to talk. That one fouled off. It's now 2-2. Two from Nelson. Just high. Ball 3. Good breaking there from Nelson. So far, don't see too much velocity behind Nelson's pitches, but great command and good movement with some breaking action from time to time. And now he's got a 3-0 here to Bacon. Runner goes to third. That time, it's going to be popped up. I don't think it'll be caught in time to make the double play happen, but it is caught in center field. One away. It also prevented a potential tag up there because the runner had already gone. One away now, and that brings up Dallas Young. He comes in to replace Burroway here as part of the extra substitutions being made here by Batavia. Dallas Young, only a couple hits this year, but he does have a solid 310 OBP. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Pios trail by 2. Nelson's got one out and a runner on second here. If you're just joining us, bottom of the 7th. If you're just joining the entire stream, well, you might have noticed that there was one stream beforehand. Connection had died for that one. So we've got a new one here. Out at first, the throw, no, it goes wild. And a run scores. An error on what will probably be Muzio brings a run home. It's now an 8-5 lead for the Muckdogs with a runner on second. Tough play there for Muzio. And with that,
Next up, number 99, second baseman, Alex Torres.
Pios find themselves down an extra run. Here comes Torres, Alex Torres up at the plate here. He's hitting .228 this season, just under 600 OPS. He's going to ground that one, and it stays fair, and that'll score run number 9. No, wait, they're going to call it foul. They did call it foul. Some groans here at Dwyer Stadium. That was a close play. Wow. 0-1 here. Third base coach. Honestly, it was close play, but helps the Pios. 0-1 now. I think the Pios needed a call like this to go their way. Just a hit ball down the line, too tough to field. 0-1. Outside, Evans picks it up, 1-1. So apparently they're scoring it as a hit that then followed by an error, which I think is definitely the wrong way to score it. Muzio's throw, if it was on target, would have been in time for Young. Except, unfortunately, it wasn't. So definitely interesting to see there. But again, probably talk about point streak and all that stuff after. It's important as how the game is played. That one hard up the middle to Shimoleski. Throw home, not in time. And Hanley just picks it up to keep the runner at first. It's an RBI single. Runner now at first. It's a 9-5 lead for Batavia.
And your attention please now, batting for Batavia, number 2, from Batavia, New York, Gavin Schrader. Schrader now batting for your Muckdogs.
Schrader steps up now as another pinch hitter. Gavin Schrader. For the season, Schrader hitting .282 with a .678 OPS. Takes this one outside for ball 1. 1 on, 1 away, double play ball open. Pick off, and he is safe. 1-0 here between Batavia and Elmira. Again, thank you for tuning in tonight. We'll be back tomorrow night. At this stage, we'll be in Batavia, but if that result does change for a Pio win, we will be in Utica. So make sure you check it out then. Again, apologize. For some reason, just the Wi-Fi here died for a second previously, and that caused the other stream to die. But that VOD is up, so you can go back and look at the highlights that brought us to this current result. And recently, of course, the 2 runs being scored by both teams here have returned it to a 4-run deficit for the Pios. Benitez likely won't be pinch hit for. He's on deck. Evans gets the throw off. The tag. This time in time, they will catch him stealing. And 3-0 to Schrader, but 2 away here. And strike one now taken as it's going to be Benitez back up. He shifted over to left field after the first wave of defensive substitutions. And again, thank you everyone for tuning in tonight. We'll be back tomorrow night with playoff baseball. And, oh, never mind. I got confused. I thought the previous at-bat had ended. Nope. Traders at-bat finally ends on that 3-1 with a walk. Runner on first to 2 away now.
Left fielder number 37, Abner Patita.
That one's going to be sent to left field and caught. That will end the inning. But 2 runs do come home on 1 hit and 1 error. Technically, there was 1. They say 2 hits. I disagree with that point streak ruling. But anyway, we'll be back with more Pios baseball after this and the top of the 8th inning.
For more than a century, you've counted on Arnot Health. Counted on us to heal you, support you, encourage you, get you back on your feet. And for more than a century, Arnot has counted on you too. You're our community, our purpose, our passion. You're the reason we do what we do. Because giving our patients the best of ourselves is just who we are. Looking forward while embracing our legacy. Staying on the cutting edge while staying connected to our patients. Focusing on state-of-the-art procedures and the most effective care. At Arnot, we're nurses, doctors, and teams of other caregivers inspired by healing. We know your physical, emotional, and spiritual health are each part of the whole of you. To continue a tradition of medicine driven by compassion, teaching, and healing. That's why we're here. It's who we are. It's what we do.
Top of the 8th, back here in Batavia. Dwyer Stadium, excited. At the plate now, I believe it is Frank Wayman. It'll be Wayman, Blake, and Muzio due up. Taken inside, strike 1. And just again, a reminder when it comes to scenarios for tonight's game, a loss means we'll play Batavia again in the first round of the West Division playoffs. A win means that the Pios clinch the 3 seed and will face Utica. For now, they currently trail by 4 with 6 outs remaining. Got a chance to come back, but once again, it would be leaving it incredibly late. So they're definitely going to want to get some offense going. That one's a base hit over a leaping second baseman. Torres couldn't make the play, good effort, but Wayman leads off with a single. Here comes Aiden Blake. Substitutions all around the board. No one out here for Aiden Blake. And that runner on. Taking a look at the Pios lineup today, with that Wayman single, every Pioneer hitter has actually gone on base today. It had been Wayman who was 0 for 3 up until that point, who hadn't, as that one's taken low for strike 1. I thought that was a little low, but close take there. Those calls have been going pretty tough all night for both teams. 1-1 here for Aiden Blake. Pickoff attempt, Wayman safe. Isaac, I believe, still on the mound here. He's given the green light. And 1-2. This time he did go around. It was a close one, but I will say that time it was a commit from Aiden Blake as he tried to hold up. 1-2 now with a runner on first. Muzio on deck. 1-2 and pickoff attempt. Wayman safe. That one gets away. And this time Wayman is now going to get to second on what will be an error on the pitcher. By the way, Mohawk Valley and Saugerties are entering the 11th inning of their game. Absolute elite playoff baseball. If you're watching, or if you're a fan of other PGCBL teams tuning in here, you definitely don't want to miss that game. You could probably go and get a second stream open for that. That is absolutely thrilling stuff that hopefully we'll see tomorrow night wherever the Pios play in Utica, or more likely at this point, Batavia. This one sent to right field by Blake. It'll let Wayman tag up as it is caught, one away, and Wayman gets over to third. One away and a runner 90 feet from home now. And by the way, Schrader is out in right field here, as he's replaced, he replaced in the order, but moved to right field. That brings up Joe Muzio with one away. Muzio at the plate. Very close throw in the previous inning that unfortunately just missed Hanley barely. He's going to try to make up for it with a hit here. It's caught in center field on a dive. It'll be a sacrifice there. Good catch. Wayman able to score. 9-6, 2 away, base is empty. So Muzio gets a job done. However, I know he would have liked that to drop instead of getting caught. Apologize there for the little burp in the middle of saying that. Oh, geez. But yeah, indeed. Good play from Muzio, but it does get a second out of the inning. Deficit still 3 as this one's taken 0-1. Pios down to 4 outs. That one taken outside, ball 1. Again, reminder, Pioneers lose, we come back to Batavia and play them tomorrow in the first round of the playoffs. It's the final game of the regular season, while playoff baseball well underway in the Eastern Division. So, in a way, we're lucky to have a little bit of a mulligan tonight. We're already clinched in a playoff spot because of last night's win and Geneva loss, so we don't have to worry about that. However, we'll just have to play Batavia if we lose instead. 2-2 here for Shimoleski. He's had 2 walks and a flyout today. 0 for 1. This one sent foul. So we go again. No for the season, Shimoleski. Hitting .232. His OBP could get over 400 if he gets on base here. Takes this one low for ball 3. Close. Looked again nicely over the zone, but I think just a little low. And not yet, Janice. Top of the 8th here with 2 away. Still at the top of the 9th at the very least for the Pios. This one sent to center field. Will it get behind? No, that'll end the inning. 1 run scores on 1 hit and 1 error. No one left on base. And now we'll enter the bottom of the 8th. A 9-6 lead for the Muckdogs. And I have a feeling there will be someone new coming in the bullpen for the Pios. More Pios baseball right after this.
Nearly 3,000 employees working across various locations in the Southern Tier, Arnot Health was recognized as one of America's best mid-size employers by Forbes for 2022. And we turn to our employees to find out what makes Arnot such a good employer.
Is the level of ownership that everyone has for their work and the amount that they show that they care.
Regardless of role or job title, everyone here supports one another and brings passion to the work they do.
During the COVID pandemic, we had everybody in our system come together and work as a really strong team.
They want to be here, they love being here, they love helping everybody.
Everywhere I go, we have just great staff. And they're my friends, and I see them, how dedicated and hardworking they are.
It's amazing how much perseverance and effort we go through to strive for the best patient outcomes possible.
Nick Ficcaro enters the mound for the Pioneers for the season with the Pios. He's had 5 games, and all of them very much low-leverage outings, similar to this one here, although it's still a 9-6 game. Pios, if they get some good offense, could come back. They'll have a last-chance saloon with 3 outs up next. Batters have generally a .346 average against Ficcaro. He had a good outing last time, and that's what John will be hoping for again. Keeping things relatively secure, as the biggest game of the season will be tomorrow night for the Pios as the playoffs get underway. At this stage, it looks like it'll be in Batavia, so be sure to stay tuned for that. But if the Pios do make what would be arguably their most unlikely comeback this season, they could still play in Utica, but that'll come down to the 9th inning. Due up that time will be Odom, Hanley, and Evans, barring any pinch hitters. Reinhardt, Rodriguez, and Grassplane are going to be the 3 due up this time for Batavia. First pitch from Ficcaro inside, ball 1. It's 9:50 p.m., so just a little under 3 hours so far. Pioneers, even a loss tonight, can still look back on a great regular season and get ready for playoff baseball tomorrow night. And, gets by Muzio. Very close play there. He's going to second. Throw just a little off target. It is a double for Reinhardt. That'll bring up number 31. So apparently Dodson Jr. Okay, he's moved to third base. I have no idea what substitutions have been made, but yeah, it's going to be Dodson Jr. here. And on deck, Crossplane, so that is still secure. But yeah, that's always tough when it's hard to be vocal when it comes to making all the defensive substitutions that happen. Well, no, here. So it's still Dodson at the plate, not a pinch hitter. Tonight, Dodson has gone 1 for 3. Yes. It's currently Reinhardt who's now 2 for 4. Runner goes, and with the slower windup, it's taken for strike 1, and he'll get to third. So Rodriguez pinch hit for Reinhardt. Okay. Rodriguez replaced Reinhardt and plays short. They move Dodson Jr. to third. Perfect. But yeah, Rodriguez with the double and stolen base. Two and one here. The man 90 feet from home for Batavia. That one sent high. Olsovsky gets under it. The question is, will he tag up and try to go home? Yes. Olsovsky's throw. And the runner will actually stay back because of that solid throw. One away here. That throw was hard, but this time, Evans was able to keep in front of it. Graza playing back at the plate here. He came on as a pinch hitter and got a single in his previous at-bat. 0-1 here. Ficcaro looking just to get out of the inning. Get out of this little jam with a runner on third. He's already got 1 out, needs 2 more. This one fouled away, 0-2. Pirates hoping to not return to Dwyer Stadium yet. They'd rather do that for the division title as a 3 seed than tomorrow as the 4 seed. Update as well from Mohawk Valley. Bases loaded there. We'll keep you updated when that game finishes. But for here, 0-2 from Ficcaro. Outside, ball 1. Good take there from Grassplane. I wasn't able to tell you Grassplane's stats the last time he stepped up. He's hitting 167 in 5 games with 1 start. He had his second hit of the season in that most recent at-bat. That one fouled away, so we go 1-2 again. Vaccaro swings and misses and gets a strikeout here. 2 away.
Next up, the right fielder, number 22, Tyler Henshaw.
Henshaw, he comes in to replace Leadham, number 23, I believe. It's a number, starting with 20. Another pinch hitter will definitely be in right field. I have a feeling he was already playing in right field as a defensive sub. This one popped up, and by the way, he's number 22. And fouls this one off for strike 1. So getting also worried about Henshaw being a two-way player. This one taken low, ball 1. That one fouled off for the first pitch, and this one taken low for ball 1. Arnot Health, this inning sponsor. Again, thank you to all the Pioneer sponsors for helping make this playoff season possible. Remember, this is the final game of the regular season. No need to feel down if we lose just yet, because then if we lose, we're back in Batavia for revenge tomorrow night to try to get a playoff run going. If we're able to come back, then we'll be off in Utica. That one inside, and I think it tagged him in the hand. And Henshaw gets to first with 2 away. Corso is back up here. He actually wasn't replaced. That's just the difficulty of throwing a submarine sometimes. Imperfect control can occasionally happen. Runners at the corners now. 2 away. Vaccaro, 1 more out, and he'll have a clean inning of work. First pitch from Vaccaro. Outside, ball 1. Piles will have last chance saloon next inning. They'd like a 3-run deficit instead of anything more. It'll be tough, but the Pios will have a couple more shots. But first, Batavia still has theirs. This one's going to be sent to right field, and I think that was caught. Yes. That ends the inning. Close play, but he came up with it. Huge play from Cooper Smith. And definitely saved a run there. 1 hit, 2 runners left on base. Pios Baseball will be back right after this. We are entering Last Chance Saloon. Eric Charnetsky enters as a pinch hitter here in the top of the 9th. Last Chance Saloon underway. And he's going to take this first pitch here. for ball one. Charnetsky's had a solid season with the Pios, and they're hoping that he can come in and try to help a comeback here tonight as this one's fouled away. Strike one. Swing and a miss, 1 and 2 here. Pios only have 3 outs left. And strike 3 is going to go down looking. And that was really close. I think very disappointing there for Charnetsky. I know a few of my colleagues have mentioned from time to time, sometimes umpires do tend to be a little more lenient with late strike zones to try to hurry up a game. Even though those calls have gone 50-50 all night, yeah, it could be a little bit of that in play. Tough for Charnetsky, though. Here comes Justin Hanley, who had a hit in his previous at-bat. Fouled away, 0-1. One and one here. Isaac potentially could actually get a save. I'm not sure, though, because he did enter, I think, with a slightly larger margin. Regardless, he won't be taking a loss if he can finish this off. 1 and 2 as that swung on and missed by Hanley. The F1 enjoyer off his pace here. Two. So it'll probably be the save for Isaac then. He gets it, but either way, that one's 3 and 2 just inside. Full count. Hanley could try to get on base. Hanley pops this one up. It's going foul. The question is, will it land? It's in play, but actually gets down. And I think Dodson just felt it was going to go over, but it didn't. Might have even hit him in the shoe. He's okay, though, which is good. And we'll go again. Bryce Evans at the plate. This one sent high. And Hanley is out for the second out of the inning. Down to the final out now, the Pios. And that'll bring up Bryce Evans. 2 away here in the top of the ninth. 2 quick outs. Pios will be back tomorrow night no matter what, of course. I think it's going to be a more afternoon game. Stay posted on Pios socials. 0-1. Swung on and missed here. Evans 2 for 3 tonight with a strikeout. Sends this one right field. And as that is caught, we will be back in Batavia tomorrow night. And that is a clean 9th inning for the Muckdogs. And last chance saloon, the Pios come up empty. And with that, that secures the playoff schedule here in the PGCBL. Let's show you it really quickly. I got to resize this. But in the Western Conference, the number 4 seed Elmira Pioneers take on the Batavia Muckdogs tomorrow night back here at Dwyer Stadium. Meanwhile, the Auburn Doubledays will travel to Utica and face off against the Blue Sox. The Amsterdam Mohawks have recently defeated the Oneonta Outlaws 9-2, and it is the bottom of the 11th between the Socrates Stallions and Mohawk Valley Diamond Dogs. I recommend you go tune into that game and see who will be advancing in the East Division. I'm Taylor Storthy. Thank you for tuning in, and tomorrow night we'll do this all over again. Muckdogs Pios will face off one more time. The loss will go to Coletta. The win will likely go to Tobia. Actually, no, I'm sorry. Kinney will get the win, as the Muckdogs, I don't think, had lost that lead they had gained. Tobia or Kinney take the win here. But we'll see you tomorrow night, as the Pios will be back in Batavia for another rivalry matchup between these sister teams. And Elmira lose, yes. Auburn traveled to Utica. Elmira will have to come back to Batavia. Because we are now half a game back from the Double Days, we enter tonight tied with